remain as the only thing.
As Esteban Vicente talks in his studio, it's hard to believe he's nearly 95 years old.
The vitality in the later work is astonishing. If you didn't know that he was 94, you might guess that he was 24.
He's an artist from Spain, but Esteban Vicente embodies New York ideals.
New York is the center of the country.
Vicente is one of the only living artists from the New York School of Painting, a 1950s group that includes his peers Willem de Kooning and Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock was a wonderful man, very serious. His language in painting was dripping.
It can be said that Vicente is as innovative with color as Pollock was with the drip. But a Jackson Pollock canvas can cost millions, while a Vicente painting from the 1950s costs roughly $80,000.
This is not a life that's about the quest for stardom.
The collage of Vicente's life includes stories, like the afternoon he spent in Paris in Picasso's studio.
I spent 5 hours with him, talking alone. I mean, he and me and nobody else.
And Vicente shared space with the painter Willem de Kooning at the 10th Street studio in an area heavily populated by artists. Vicente was friends with de Kooning's wife Elaine, also a painter. Here they smile together on the occasion of his 80th birthday. Notice her gift to Vicente, a giant paintbrush the size of a cane. Despite Vicente's friendships with some famous American artists, his strong ties to his Spanish heritage are well documented by his archivist, Ellen Rusato.
He didn't give up his Spanish culture or his love of Spain or his whole relationship to his family or all that, everything that was Spanish. But he felt a freedom here. He wasn't tied back by anything, hindered by anything. He could do anything here. He says he liked opportunity in America.
Although Vicente has not yet reached the heights of success as his peers did here in America, he is widely known and much appreciated in his native Spain. Next year, Spain endows a museum and a permanent collection in his name. In fact, King Juan Carlos bestowed Spain's highest honor on Vicente by giving him the Gold Medal for the Arts in 1991. Perhaps Vicente has lived so long because he lives a balanced life.
He didn't lead a very dramatic life. There wasn't a lot of drinking, womanizing, late-night carousing. He was, as I said, a mature individual who had his eye on his canvas and his palette.
Vicente has his own take on longevity.
Every morning, I swallow 3 mothballs.
Vicente is a happy man living and working in both Manhattan and on Long Island with his devoted wife, Harriet.
Mrs. Vicente, who should be very much a part of any discussion of Vicente, has, knocks herself out all the time, creating an environment for him in which all he has to do is get up in the morning and go to the studio.
Vicente's studio here on the Upper West Side is not the 10th Street studio of a time past. But it's here that Vicente continues to do what he's done almost every day of his life. He wakes up in the morning, goes into the studio, and using only the natural light that streams in through his great north window, he paints. And his work continues to inspire.
What I've always responded to in Vicente's work is a combination of extraordinary formal sophistication and intelligence with, to me, a unique serenity and sensuousness in the way he uses color and in almost everything he does. I feel myself drawn inexorably into the inner world of the inner life of the painting.
Almost 95, he's not slowing down.
Because has to grow and grow and grow forever. You don't grow, you die.
His contribution to 20th century abstract painting is undisputed.
We have living amongst us a national treasure, and we should make as much of a fuss while he's still with us as he can stand and we can get.
Maybe one day the world will. Abby Russell, New York 1.